Okay. So today we're going to channel Quan Yin. Okay, so I'll read it out. Let's channel Quan Yin for a 3-minute to win it, 3-minute in length tone for a multi-purpose tone of all tones, proceeding with you channeling, continuing to channel Quan Yin for some Q&A. So try to be mindful for this 13-bullet tone request. It's going to be all in one shot in the 3 minutes, all 13 points in the 3 minutes for the tone. So, but if you miss any detail, don't worry, Quan Yin's listening, so don't worry about that. Here are the bullets and the tone. Keep in mind for this tone request, when I grow up is code for a request that I already have within me vibrationally, ready to be activated in a nous notice, in a vibrations notice. When I grow up is code for these are beyond beautiful things that I desire and I already have. We all have all vibrations in us, ready to be activated and sparked in a vibrations notice, in a nous notice of a moment of all moments. That wasn't the tone, that was just the preface. Number 1, bullet 1, a Super-Quan Yin. All configurations Quan Yin, infinite Super-Quan Yins, and everything contains Super-Quan Yin in it. So you can include the rocks as being Quan Yin too. Include 13D Super-Quan Yin infused into me and all forever. One love. 2, my right hand Quan Yin's right hand teacher, my right hand's right hand, a super Babaji, same as above, infused into me and all forever. 3, a super phoenix, which just means all configurations, infinite super convenient phoenixes rolled up into one, infused into me and all forever. When I grow up, I want to be a phoenix of all phoenixes. No, no, no. A super phoenix of all super phoenixes. Infinite phoenixes rolled up into one. 4, a super swordsman, which just means all configurations, infinite super swordsmen rolled up into one, infused into me and all forever. This one has specific meaning to me. I picture an ecstatic swords fighting of love, of infinite of each of the ascended masters with me, up-leveling me and training me and upgrading me to infinity and way, way beyond. When I say Paul grew up, I definitely want to be a swordsman of all swordsmen known to existence. Hiya! Swordsman Paul is here at your lightworking service of all service. And in addition to this, these are my side notes to the super swordsman aspect of the tone. I do a lot of lightworking, clairsentience, vibrational practices like somersaulting, archery, throwing grenades, love grenades, detonating bombs of ecstasy on the entirety playing field. I do this all the time. Yeah, that's what I do all day long. It's like a vibrational video game. That's what it is to me. 5, a super ascended master, all super higher dimensionals, same as above, infused into me and all forever. 6, I want to get better with the vibrational skill set. 7, the source energy unconditional skill set. 8, the instant manifesting skill set. 9, and all these skills above and all skills and masteries known to existence. I want to get better, a 3 billion fold. No. Infinity and way beyond 3-fold. Way beyond 3. Infinity and endlessly way beyond fold. At all skill sets and masteries, including the ones above.
Okay.
10. When I grow up, I want to make the moolah. Moolah, yes! Moolah for all in the entirety playing field. Infinite goodnesses and abundance in every single angle for all. Moolah is code for infinite abundances in every single angle known to existence and beyond for all. So this is like that 10 hits everything. It'll improve my physical coordination, my soccer footwork, it'll improve everything, my channeling abilities, everything. That's an infinite in one tone right there. 11. When I grow up, I want a heart so big that everything I desire for myself, I desire for all in the entirety playing field. One love, yes. 12. When I grow up, I want the power of entirety rolled up into my one loveness. All ascended masters, archangels, dragons, simply all higher dimensionals rolls up into me for use of enormous, infinite love power, light working for all. 13. When I, Jedi Paul, grow up, I want all in the entire playing field, infinite subsets of infinite universes and way beyond, to channel their power into me as unconditional source Jedi for use of love, one love. Keep in mind, for these 12 bullet multi-tone of all tones, I want it to be given to all in the entirety playing, dancing, spinning, swords fighting field of all fields. Ready, steady, all cylinders, multi-tone.
That it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. 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 Yes, yes, yes. 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 It is I, Quan Yin.
Hey, Quan Yin.
Hello.
Before I start off my questions, I just wanted to say how blessed I am and how blessed all in the entirety playing field are. Yeah. My first question is, can you comment on all cylinders multi-tone? Before I do that, be succinct, 30 minutes to 1 minute answers, and I might move you on to the next question if I'm feeling I'm getting it quickly and want to move on for my service. We might go longer and go with the flow with some questions. Okay, 1. Can you comment on all cylinders multi-tone requests?
It was beautiful, sublime. I appreciate how much thought you put into it.
Okay, thank you. Number 2, to give to family post-win or not to give to family post-win based upon surveying vibrational frequencies and timelines? That is the question. Peer into all details of my life and what I wrote about this at any time, and the confusion solidly. Is it okay for me to not give? There's never no wrong. This shouldn't set up the question. Sometimes I'm also under give to family. For me, it's about having overflowing unconditional bounty in an animated Paul-like way. That's how I would be giving.
You don't have to give. It's not important if you do or not, but you don't have to.
Okay, because my super shaman teacher said that it might serve me to give to them, and that it didn't. It resonated with me, not because she said I have to or anything like that. Nothing like that. She didn't say that. She just peered into my psychically. She's a profound psychic, and she thought that because money is going to be archaic anyways after 5D, and why not diversify my love portfolio and give in multiple streams like world vision, my family, my teachers, a lot of different ways to diversify the love portfolio and have the biggest impact. And also, I can start a light working tribe and pay them a salary of $333,000 for the light working efforts for all, right? I can do that. Yeah, so in terms of giving to the family, you got more information. What do you think? What's your thought? I know the Arcturian Council one of the higher dimensionals once said that it might create an unhealthy pattern
yes.
or something. Yeah.
In
so what
words,
are your Yeah.
You don't want them to see you as the goose that's laying the golden eggs for them. You don't want to have that type of relationship with them. Now, if you could see there was a need with one of them where they had a very old car that was getting poor mileage and needed a lot of work, then you could buy them a car as a gift.
Oh, okay. But will I be jeopardizing their spiritual evolution if I do decide to give, and I'm also in this giving? Like if I give them $1 million, will I be jeopardizing their spiritual evolution, or is still gonna be in the best service for them? No matter their spiritual evolution is their spiritual evolution, and money can hinder their. Someone giving them money can't hinder the spiritual lessons they're gonna have to learn, right?
Yes, correct. If it were, then their higher self would just arrange that the money would be lost right away, or wasted, or poorly invested, or something like that, to get rid of it as quickly as possible.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. This is related to the second question. To end all physical contact with family until shift, or to have minimal inspired contact with family based upon surveying vibrational frequencies and timeline? That is the question. Peer into all details of my life and what I wrote about this at any time, and confusion solidly. Is it okay for me to end all physical contact? There's never no wrong. I will eternally spend sword fight light work and light work in all vibrational ways with them. This shouldn't set up the question. Sometimes I am also under minimal inspired contact.
No, you don't have to have contact with them, but you'll want to. You'll find that at times you'll want to reach out. So you could tell yourself, I'm not going to contact them anymore. And yet you probably still would. but giving yourself permission not to would be enough to lessen the resistance that you have to them, so that you would actually enjoy connecting with them at some point in the future.
Yeah. I'm more geared towards minimal, inspired, and selective contact as well, with the selective members that don't. And I know from a previous question that I asked to the higher dimensionals, they said they serve as a barometer. You can include them all. And today's quote, too, by a Turing counselor is beautiful. It was all about placing yourself in for soul progression into I don't really remember, but it fully, but the unconditional skill set, harnessing the source's unconditional skill set. It was all about that, and having them contact with them, some contact with them will serve me. And it'll serve as a barometer as well, so it'll serve in many ways. And I'm all about, I'm mixed about it. So a lot of my teachers, including Abraham and a bunch of others, like 4 of them, I this week alone, I've gotten messages from them that being around overly negative people, it's not good for you. I've gotten those synchronistic message, and it's like one of them said it's like they gave a science lesson, and they're like, it's like electrons. They'll always bring you down unless you're so high, unless you're really solidly anchored high, then they will bring you down at some point. Unless you're deep in the vortex, then they will. Yeah. So it's good to implant yourself deep into the vortex, deep into the 5D before interacting with them.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed.
These family questions are going to be long-winded, so I'm going to just go to the next one.
All right.
Okay. Can you briefly comment on everything I said before we go to question 4?
You're absolutely correct. You need to make sure that you feel inspired to connect with one of your family members before you do. You need for it to be something that you're doing with joy in your heart and with a feeling that none of them will be able to affect you in a negative way, and then you can go ahead and do it.
Okay. Okay, question 4. For Lazarus Natural CBD, why was there overthinking along its side? Does it interact with any of my medicine? I'm thinking of another trial. I stopped taking it, but I'm thinking of another trial. I know you said I slowly have to acclimate to it, and I feel the same thing. I think I titrated up too fast. Once I hit the 0.75 milliliter dose, it was causing a lot of overthinking. But when I was at the 0.25, 0.5 dose, especially at the 0.25, I was having high caliber thoughts. My mantras were much amplified. Like my mantra abilities was way out of the roof, amplified, and so was my vibrational clairsentience, imaginatory light work practices. But okay, so my question is, does it interact with any of my medicine? Why was there overthinking along its side? And I'm thinking of another trial starting at a 0.25 milliliter dose for 1 to 2 months, and then as fit, maybe going to 0.5. if needed. And if it has an impact of overthinking, or if I don't acclimate to it eventually, I'll go back to the 0.25. But you probably know the exact dose I need. So which dose would work best for me?
Well, you're right. You have to pay attention to how this powerful plant medicine works on you, and at what point it begins to be counter to what it is that you want it to do. And so you're doing a wonderful job, and yes, go back to the 0.25 for now.
Okay. 5, was I psychically attacked during sleep a few weeks ago? And second question for 5, to implement protection in all forms, protection and shielding, should I just learn and implement Guy Stephen Needler's shielding technique?
No, you should have no shields. You should not think about protection in any way, and you should let go of the idea of psychic attacks.
Oh, it might have been my light body coming back into my body while I was in sleep in an abrupt way. Something did happen during sleep.
That's what it was.
That's what it was, okay. But Guy Stephen Needler does have some, he talks about the history of Source, and that's where I got the subsets from, of infinite subsets of infinite universes and the infinite explorations of Source. He does have a good shielding technique that will protect from anything, coronavirus, anything you from a toxic relationship, from anything you desire. You could program it to do that. So what's wrong with the shielding technique there, Stephen Needler's?
If you are focusing on what you need to shield yourself from, then you will always be focused on being under attack in some way. In other words, let's say it works. You have to keep it up for the rest of your life?
No, it's just a one-time thing. You just do it once, and then it gets programmed. That's how powerful it is.
And how do you know you're not keeping out the good with the shield? In other words, there's a mentality behind it that says, I need to separate myself from part of Source, from part of reality.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of protection and shielding anyways. I just keep my vibration as high as possible. That's all I do. That's my best offense. My best offense is my best defense, right?
Yeah.
6, how do I sit down more than I am in silence when required? How do I do a simple thing like taking more water, or a complex one like eating natural?
Well, you just always have water by your side. You make sure that there's always water within arm's reach. And to meditate more, you should meditate before you get out of bed.
No, sit down. Sit down. Like you told me to sit down and rejuvenate when I need to, and it's working. It's working. Yeah. How do I do the simple act of sitting down in silence when I need to, when it's required?
Well, you just start paying attention to what you were saying to me just now, where you realize that this does work. You pay attention to what works and what doesn't work. And after a while, like anyone, you may take a few trial and error trials before you realize, I only want to do what's going to work and not what's working against me, which is to keep going and trying to move through the tiredness with more action.
Okay. 7, how do I stop procrastinating and be more all in? More? How do I stop procrastinating and be all in?
What you really want to do is stop worrying about the things you're putting off, and trust in the perfect timing of everything that you do and everything that you feel you have to do or you need to do. Just trust more that it will get done, and don't worry about it.
Okay. 8, can you comment on my abilities to vibrate any vibrations known to all of existence at a vibrations notice, at a now's notice? What am I doing good? What do I need improvement in? Any other commentary on this art form, on this bliss form, on this masterpiece of all masterpiece skill sets?
Everything that you need always comes to you, including mastery. And of course, the more attention you give mastery, the more mastery you attain.
Okay. Exactly how do you get in the heart center? A quick recap. How do you get addicted to that sublime heart center portal? Just do it. That's my commentary.
Yes, to get addicted to it, you need to partake in it. You might need to prompt yourself to partake in it more frequently by setting reminders or alarms or something that tell you now is the time. I'm going to drop my conscious awareness down from my head into my heart center, and you do that just by seeing your conscious awareness as a little white ball of light that moves through you, down your head, into your throat, down your throat, into your heart, and into the heart center, where it goes right into the very center, and you can feel the electricity when you do access that heart-centered point.
Yeah, and I have additional commentary on this. I use the heart center to give me upgrades on clairvoyant. Sometimes I do agenda lists, but upgrades in clairvoyant, upgrades in clairsentience. I can also instruct this heart center to give bursts of joy bombs throughout the day. I can improve my physical coordination and soccer footwork with the heart center. Same goes for following your highest bliss always. Just heart centering, just like heart centering, blessing improves all fronts, all at once.
It does.
10. Yeah. 10. How do I follow my bliss more and more authentically?
By tuning into your authentic desire in the moment, which means stopping, closing your eyes, taking a deep breath to cleanse yourself of the thoughts that you've been bantering about in your mind, and tapping into that true, authentic, inspired action that comes from within.
Okay. 11. How do I increase my attention span, focus, and energy on all levels? I sometimes don't have the attention span to sit down and watch Abraham Hicks for more than 20 minutes or read 3 pages of a highly vibrational book like the Sophia Code. I do have the attention span to light work for all vibrationally and dance for all my blisses. But please do answer how to increase attention span, focus, and energy on all levels.
Well, from my perspective, when you're focusing on something that is absolutely perfect for you to be focusing on in that moment, you don't need to force yourself to sit with it longer. You don't need to force yourself to read it longer. So accept that if after 3 pages you're losing interest, then it's not the right thing for you to be participating in that moment, and just let yourself off the hook. Don't see yourself as being lacking in something because the book wasn't keeping your attention longer.
Okay, and then carry on with the blesses, the light work for all and the dance for all blesses, right?
Yes.
Okay, 12. What's best for me? Pacing, moving with the current ecstatic, orgasmically blissful pacing vibrational practice, or sitting still and lying still, which both can be equally as orgasmic, blissful, and all expansive vibrational light work, play work, blissful work for all. So the sitting down, I will try to mix them up, but I'm more drawn to moving, just pacing and doing my light work. But sometimes I feel like I need to sit down and lie down and do there's advantages in doing it that way as well. So can you comment and answer?
Yes. You're right. You're leaning towards a tendency to the movement, the pacing, because that feels like you're able to expend the energy in your body, but then at a certain point, you're expending more energy in your body than you're accessing, and you need to sit down. And you just pay attention to when that moment is presenting itself to you.
Yeah, and when I sit down for a prolonged period of time, I get recharged like so infinitely, and then I like wild horses can't keep me from moving, and then that's the most inspired time to do that walking light work that I do. Yeah. How do I focus and harness focus like the most profound laser beam?
And find something that you really want to focus on. You ask yourself, what is it in this moment that would hold my focus more than anything else?
My blesses, the light work and the dances. Okay, yeah. 14. How do I not win? I have won in every way. Remember, it is always a win-win-win. Even my light working lottery practices and everything I do spiritual practice-wise is always geared towards light working for all. Light working for all endlessly. Talk about a win that trumps even a $6 billion win. The light working non-physical dollars that I put to use in efforts all in infinite subsets of infinite universe and way beyond has more effect than giving $5.5 billion to World Vision, which I will upon winning $6 billion. Infinite abundance is in every angle for all. Talk about an unconditional win. You can comment.
It is an unconditional win. It is a win for humanity, a win for you, is a win for humanity because you're a light worker, because you're a being of service, and because you want to spread all that comes to you around.
15. Can you speak on how to up-level my already very up-level mantraing using voice in ultra-powerful way of all ways abilities?
Bring yourself into the state of being you want to be in first, and then speak the mantras and feel how they are affirmations, affirming the vibration that you've found in yourself. Don't ask the mantras to do all the work for you.
Okay. Don't ask mantras to do all the work for you. Expand briefly.
Meaning that if you're not feeling very good and you think, I'll speak these mantras and they'll pull my energy up, then you're asking for something, even though it's something you're speaking, it's still an idea, it's still something that exists separate from your true self, your heart, your resonance, your vibration that matches source. And so go within and get that going first, pump that up, and then use the mantras to go further, to go deeper.
Okay. Can you give me 6 more highest vibrational personalized mantras. No, as many as you can until the timer rings. Can you lovingly machine gun to me the highest vibrational personalized mantras that will serve me on many, many fronts? As many as you possibly can until I say it's time to close.
1. I am love. 2. I am light. 3. I am one with Source. 4. I am that which I seek. 5. I allow Source to work through me. 6. I am the love that is in everything. 7. I am awakening more and more every day. 8. I am the universe. 9. I am allowing the universe to work through me. 10. I am all abundance in all universes. 11. I can feel higher and higher vibrations. 12. My presence is my service to humanity. 13. I will find more ways to be of service to humanity.
Okay, you have 2 minutes to close.
You are doing so well. You are on the right track. You are helping so many with your intentions and your focus. You are a gift to humanity. You are opening up to more all the time. I can feel the significant improvement in your vibration from the last time that we spoke to now. I know that this will continue. I know that you are an open-hearted, loving being of Source. And I know that the time will come for you to reach more people with what you're doing, with who you are, with all that will flow to you and through you. And I'm very excited to see what you do with all the abundance that flows to you. As a light worker, you have surpassed all expectations that were put in place for you even before your birth. And now is the perfect time for you to be up-leveling and going to that next realm of ascension where few have been able to set foot vibrationally, but with your ability to focus, to tune yourself, and your dedication, you most certainly will be there in no time.
Thank you.
I am Quan Yin, and I hold you in my heart. Hello?
That was beautiful.
Oh, good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And you're so welcome. Take care.
Okay, you too.
Okay. Bye, Prepaul.
Okay, bye.